to pass away the way she did. That she deserved to live and see me graduate and become a doctor and get married and have kids. And
18-year-old Minoli Aya never got the chance to say goodbye in person to her mother, Madhvi, who ultimately lost her fight against the coronavirus. Minoli Aya was a physician's assistant who died after treating coronavirus patients in New York at the height of the outbreak.
You know, she just wasn't my mother, she was my best friend. And, you know, it's not fair the way she died.
Minoli, a freshman with the hopes of becoming a trauma surgeon, began texting her mother, who was too weak to answer her phone.
Her last text to me was Thursday. And I was just talking to her about college and stuff because I was doing college from home, and it was a weird adjustment. And I'm like, you know, I need you home. Like, I need to talk to you about so much, you know. And she's like, you know, I promise I'll come home, and I love you. And that was the last time I ever talked to her. And it just sucks because, like, I actually had hope she was coming home and that I would get to talk to her and tell her everything. And I continued texting her till her death. And even a few days after her passing, I kept texting her, wanting to believe that it wasn't true that she had passed away.
Madhvi told her husband and daughter that she had treated infected patients while wearing only a surgical mask, which offers little protection from the airborne infection. And while the Woodhull Hospital in Brooklyn, New York, declined to comment on Madhvi's case or whether it had provided staff with enough protective gear, Minoli says she's appalled by the lack of protection for healthcare workers on the front line.
I like to use the analogy, or I like to believe that doctors are our soldiers when it comes to fighting against these invisible little enemies or like these viruses. And you would never send a soldier into battle without any protection or ammo or guns. So then why are you sending our doctors into a battle with no protective gear to save them?
Nurses have expressed similar outrage, having protested widespread shortages of protective equipment, saying they need to stay safe in order to save others. Reuters identified 51 U.S. healthcare workers, Madhvi included, who have died after being diagnosed with or showing symptoms of the virus. But with no official tally, the total could be much higher.
You know, it's not fair the way she died. And it's not fair that she left me and my dad. And I just feel so lost without her. My dad likes to call her super mom because she really was. Everything about her just made me feel like I was safe and that I was at home. And she was just this amazing woman. You know, she was my hero and she was other people's hero. You know, 12-hour shifts, 7 to 7, 6 to 6, and she'd wake up at 4 in the morning, and my room's right next to the shower, so I would hear her turn her shower on, and I'd be like, yep, that's mom, and then I'd go back to sleep. And before she left for work, she would kiss me on the forehead every day, and she said, I'll see you when I get home. I continued texting her till her death, and even a few days after her passing, I kept texting her, wanting to believe that it wasn't true that she had passed away. doctors are our soldiers when it comes to fighting against these invisible little enemies or like these viruses, and you would never send a soldier into battle without any protection or ammo or guns. So then why are you sending our doctors into a battle with no protective gear to save them? I don't want her memory to go in vain, because I know that when all of this is over, and I hate to admit it, but the world will slowly start to become ignorant again, and they won't remember the people who, you know, risk their lives for others. That she didn't deserve to pass away the way she did. That she deserved to live and see me graduate and become a doctor and get married and have kids. And, you know, me and her always used to talk about Switzerland. Oh, we loved Switzerland to no end. That was a shared common interest between the both of us. And she, as a little girl, she wanted a house in Switzerland in the mountains. And, you know, I had promised my mom when I was 16 that I would make that happen somewhere or the other, that she would get her house in Switzerland. And it just sucks because now, even though I plan on fulfilling that goal, I will never have my mother to see that.